Hi, I'm Freyja. I'll be playing Sylvia Sutton, the Spacer.
I'm Overthinker. I'll be playing Vanya Valiant, the Envoy.
I'm Solomon. I'll be playing as Grant Becker, the scientist.
And I'm Kippahkid, your GM through the greater outer rims of space, dragging these poor chaps through all sorts of unknown horrors. Oh. Where we begin. You have not only survived the Speedway Grand Prix, but also managed to win it as well. Not only have you won 2 of the 5 map pieces, but you have won a significant sum of credits and a trophy that Ranger can put wherever you'd like on the ship. So now that you have all found yourselves back on Roxy's Reprise after your encounter with Mr. Volley, the first question is, where are you putting the trophy? And the second is, are you spending some of your newfound winnings?
So it's your robot. My first thought is like glued to the head.
I was thinking hood ornament.
Hood
That's
ornament.
also fun. Yeah, I don't think we have hood ornament right now. And you mean like for the ship, not for Ranger?
Oh, yeah, no, the ship. Right, yeah.
Okay. Because I was recommending that this is better. This is better.
Yeah.
I think he'd be too tall if we put it to his head.
He does already like stoop down for a lot of those doors, so I
Yeah, it would end
think
up just like falling off and breaking. Yeah, we don't want that.
I was
Hood
designed for space stations and higher up doors, but I have learned the ability to duck.
And we
Not
love
a
you
good
for it.
Yeah, for sure.
We just don't need you to duck lower.
Yeah, let's stick that on the front. And while we're out there with blowtorches, are we like 50% whole in our ship right now? What's the ratio of like, parts that are in
Yeah.
place to parts that are not?
Yeah, I'd say you guys have taken some significant body damage to the ship.
We should definitely try to repair the ship like properly instead of, duct tape.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we have the money for it. We could probably get it upgraded. Well, not upgraded, but, repaired fully.
Yeah. I mean, an
So,
upgrade's not
upgrade,
out of the
possibly?
question, right?
Yeah, we have the money. Well, isn't there a new... one of the map pieces was underwater, right?
Yeah. On
I can't remember the planet's name.
It was Tireus, wasn't it?
Tireus.
You think they could upgrade the vessel to do underwater?
If anyone would be an expert on that, it would be the locals.
Yeah. And since it's kind of a smaller ship, it should be easy enough to make aquatic without having problems when we take it into atmosphere.
Let's just avoid. I don't think he would do well with underwater
Hmm?
customization. Oh,
Who would?
our future employer of Grant over here. I forget his
No.
name.
Gordon?
No, not Gordon.
Oh, that's
He
a
gave
fun
us the
question.
catapult.
Oh.
Frank? Was it Frank?
Frank?
I
I did want a quick sidebar about that. It's charming. The plasma is certainly very good. Did we at some point use something else as ammunition?
Well, it was definitely not intended for that to be fired. Um, it was
Okay,
originally a dung catapult.
I see.
Yeah. So we repurposed it into firing just really anything we could fit in there.
And I
It-
appreciate the creative approach. 100%.
It's
It
definitely
is,
unexpected.
yeah, it is fairly disrespectful to, mid combat lob defecation at one's enemies. Feel like if we wanted to talk to the Golden Reapers about some weapon upgrades, they might have something a little more advanced.
I agree. And if
Though,
we could get,
yeah, knowing them, it could also be brutishly medieval.
yeah, I wonder if they have any like arm attachments for underwater exploration.
Only one way to find out. Shall we?
Let's do it.
As you chart courses for Tireus and set the ship to go, you do get an incoming call from one of the signals coming from down on the speedway.
Okay. Hello?
So you're the Roxy's reprise, and as the kind of a holographic image comes up, you see Vector Light Jr.
Yeah, hello. That would be us.
It was a good race. Worthy competitors. Though I get a gut feeling that you won't be back at the speedway anytime soon.
Probably not all three of us.
That's a shame. Would have loved to have more competition that makes me push myself harder. But if you ever need help from me or my racers for anything, you've earned my respect. So maybe we can have another race, or maybe we can get out of our comfort zone a bit. Just let us know.
Appreciate the heads up and the gentlemanly conduct. And yeah, if we're likely to have a rematch, it'll probably be dipping through hostile vessels under heavy fire. You should know that this race is one of the safer things we've done.
All the better.
We do have a venture that we're investing in that I could have my people reach out to your people.
Sounds like a plan. And, don't be a stranger if you ever want to do low danger again. Because that was the most fun I ever had at a race.
So, I gotta ask, are you back? Or are
Wouldn't
you
you
here
like
for
to
the
know?
first time?
And he just kind of puts up a hush, like finger to his lips, and then cancels the call.
Textbook
I like-
enigmatic.
I like that response.
Yeah. Classic. That's handy.
Yeah, especially if they get to work at the station.
I was thinking we'd need them in a fight.
I mean, both are good. I mean, we
half
need someone
dozen.
to pilot the armada, and now we have pilots. So
So true.
Well, pilots and the Daves.
I think the Daves established their value today.
as cannon fodder, maybe.
Yes, that's valuable.
Valid, actually.
All right,
All right.
put her in gear.
Send it. Now, Tireus is an interesting planet. While all other planets have had some sort of terrestrial surface to inhabit, Tireus is the only entirely blue planet, completely underwater. The only known civilization here on Tireus is the settlement of Flotilla, the home base for the Golden Reapers, a makeshift land of starships floating upon the waves. Not many come to Tireus for good reasons. Either they wish to join the hunt as a monster hunter in the Golden Reapers, or they're running away from something. Seeking out hidden treasure, well, now that's a reason to go to the ocean planet. But as you guys set out course, partway through, Vanya, your communicator goes off and you hear Argus's voice. Hello? Vanya, respond. This is urgent.
Like, I haven't heard you use urgent a lot. What's going on?
I see that your ship's heading towards Tireus.
Yeah.
Good. Because we have a mission from Conductor Olszewski there.
Olszewski's taken a personal interest in Tireus.
Not just Tireus, but our church there.
Okay.
They're
Let's only be in suspense.
well, Singer Soleil has been giving us updates. Underwater earthquakes causing few issues. However, recently, communications with Singer Soleil and the church have gone dark after a particularly nasty tidal wave. I fear that something has happened, and we've been sent to investigate as sort of the emissaries and, well, anomalies, for better or worse, is sort of our specialties.
All right. So you're on your way yourself?
I am.
All right. Guess we'll be seeing the strange pretty soon.
Like it's ever left us.
Too true. All right, we'll be there soon. Good to see you. I will relay to the crew. Mostly you guys, hey. So, seems like communications are cut off from Tireus right now.
Because of course they are.
Because, of course, they are. Enough that Singer Central is sending a specialist in anomalies to meet us and investigate. You know him.
I'm not going to be happy, am I?
I can't control how you react to information,
All right.
but it would be within your character to be distrustful given everything we went through.
Awesome.
Yeah. If nothing else, it'll give. Wait, do we still have his daughter on board?
No, Pyra's head of research now on Janice.
It's actually that. Yeah. Well, without Pyra here, it'll be a little less awkward. Though I was hoping to be there and help them sort of talk through some stuff.
Would it
Guess
be
not.
wise to have them talk through stuff in a situation that they've lost communication?
Well, they'll be in. Cole will be joining us in person, as I understand it.
Okay.
Yeah. He really has changed.
I'm sure.
For the better or for the worse?
Better. I mean, he's not less gruff. And he's still frequently depressed. But
Is he going to do weird mind things again?
not to us without permission. Probably. These anomalies are weird. Sometimes things get weird. I trust him. He saved my life. So,
Fair enough.
yeah. Saved a lot of lives. So, there's that.
He also endangered a lot of lives too.
That was before. Good talk.
Is that what we're going to call it?
I mean, yeah.
Eh. Fair enough. I'll be nice and keep my mouth shut.
I mean, he's a grown up. You guys can talk, but
I'm not going to act like I did before with Pyre, is what I mean.
I
It'll
appreciate
be
that.
in private.
All right.
I make no such promises if he does any weird mind things.
Oh yeah, if he does any weird mind shit, all bets are off.
If he starts to slide back into old patterns, I mean, I'll open with strong words, but I completely understand your concerns. I trust him. I'm not stupid.
As you guys wrap up your conversation and the atmosphere of Tireus comes to view, you get an encrypted message from, well, speak of the devil, Pyra, who notes that the seismic activity could be linked to what you're looking for, but as you guys descend closer to the surface, the message gets scrambled as communications break. So whatever important discoveries that were made from your science team cannot be received.
Well, that's unfortunate, but good news. We know what it isn't. Because comms could have been cut by destroyed equipment. The fact that we're entering a field that silences our comms means equipment destruction is not the cause.
No, if someone's causing it intentionally, which is worse.
Could we run a scan for a jammer of some kind?
Sure, roll me scan your surroundings.
Add a +1 because we have the drones.
Actually, I think you're better at this. What stat is it?
It is wits.
Yeah, I think that she arrived better.
I got an 8.
An 8. All right. So you can ask 2 of the questions of, are there any incoming dangers? Are there any notable resources? Do any anomalies appear? Is there life nearby? What is the most efficient route? And where is the best place to land?
I'm thinking anomalies first off.
From this part of the planet, no, you don't pick up any anomalies.
Well, that's one problem. Well, that also means that it's not an anomaly causing it. So that gives us some more information.
Mm-hmm.
With any of the questions, could we see if there's a jammer? Or where it would be located?
Yeah, you could do, are there any notable resources?
Yeah, are there any notable resources?
You do see that one of the large communication towers coming from Flotilla is more or less tilted at a 45-degree angle.
All right. Does Flotilla look to appear intact?
Flotilla itself, yes. As you get closer, bobbing up and down the eternal waves of Tireus, you see the series of starships that are connected together by various metal planks and platforms. While many of these ships seem to have survived the tidal wave as they're designed to do such, some of the taller structures do seem to have been broken off and washed away, and different antennae or whatnot that you could presume to have been in places have been broken off. But you do see among this vast array of ships, there is one that is pitch black, and you could recognize it as a void ship, a void song vessel that is attached at the edge of the floating city.
That'll be cool.
I take it that's where you want us to land too?
Yeah.
All right, Ranger, bring us down.
Sure thing. And as you begin to descend, you realize this isn't exactly Cole's ship, but rather this might be the church itself.
Feels like it would be appropriate to hail and ask for permission to pull up alongside them. Or can I just send out a ping, be like, hey, do you mind?
When you send out a hail, you do not get a response.
Okay.
Considering the tower was at a 45-degree angle, at least on one of the vessels, it's probably have to say that their communications are down too. Or whatever is blocking our transmission is blocking theirs as well.
Okay.
But that also means that local communication is cut, not just interplanetary.
Yeah. Bring us in anyway. Either everything's copacetic and we can have a nice conversation with some friends, or it's not, and we'll find out right away.
Sure thing. Are we still planning on getting those upgrades from the Reapers?
Probably should if we want to be able to go into the water.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Then I'll land us somewhere in between. And then we shall go do what we gotta do. And I'll keep the ship safe as always.
Appreciate you, Ranger.
You always do a fantastic job.
I live to serve the ship and the Sutton dynasty.
It's becoming a more real thing by the day.
Soon I'll have a full armada, full staff. Yeah. Dynasty is apt.
Grant, what's your last name?
Becker.
Becker, Sutton, and Valiant?
If I may give input, that does sound a bit more like one of the megacorp law firms than a group of Desperados.
Oh,
Noticed
damn.
it.
Now I hear it too. Damn it.
Gonna get away with it too. Lawyers can be scary.
We'll workshop the name.
All right. So it is an odder landing than most, as usually there is some sort of stable surface to land the ship on, but instead there's just a as the waves splash, and there is no solid way of actually getting it locked onto flotilla without the Reapers knowing of your presence.
All right. Keep it here. I guess we're jumping across. Who wants to go first?
I will. Why not?
All right. Grant, how would you say your athletic level is?
Not phenomenal.
Not
Distinctly
phenomenal.
not phenomenal. The only thing he could have was is maybe cooking up a very fast acting, very quick to metabolize steroid to possibly get him over there. Otherwise, it's going to be bad.
Yeah, so I'm going to need you to do something inhuman to push your body to either take your metabolizer or to try to make that jump you told yourself you always could do.
I can do it. I can do it, Chief. Ta-da. $11.
All right. So you guys watch Grant as he, measures himself, he strains, and he makes that big jump to land on the dock And how does this land look? You make it, but
I make it and I just like stumble for a few extra steps, and then I just like come closer to the edge of the dock, just be like, "Hey, I made," and then the metabolizer finishes, and I just go, and then just the usual seasickness immediately over the side. Oh God, it's worse than just liquid ice. Oh no, I don't like this.
Is liquid ice just not water?
I come from a frozen planet. This is new.
Fair.
I don't like it.
all right, who's going next?
Vanya is going to open both of like the doors on either side of the ship, and then conduct the telekinetic wind through it to lift her up and carry her.
All right. You are at this point fairly skilled with this telekinetic wind, so this wouldn't be too hard of a feat for you, and you're able to do it.
Sylvia's just going to use her backpack.
In which way?
Pick her up and then just stretch across.
All right. So yeah,
Window.
Grant, Grant, you are starting to realize the mortality of yourself as you have to take some sort of chemical concoction to make this jump, while your allies use their technology and psionic powers to easily do what you struggled with.
Better learning through chemistry.
And
You considered a cybernetic or two?
The only one I have is the one in my brain. It just lets me understand languages.
Okay.
That's maybe augment your stomach next.
Not a bad.
Is anyone
Or
here?
maybe get some space legs, because this is very similar to 0G.
That would, yeah.
Yeah, as you guys are busy suggesting ways that Grant can reduce his biological being, you hear guns cocked. Well, yeah, seasickness isn't the best trait to have out here on Tireus.
Who goes there?
You see a small group of golden armored bounty hunters, notably, as you've seen before, the Golden Reapers, as one of them, pale, fiery red hair, looks you guys up. You're on Reaper territory. We're asking the questions. So who goes there?
Ah, yes. I'm singer Vanya Valiant. This is Sylvia Sutton and Grant Becker. We were sent
Right.
to investigate recent anomalies, along with a colleague who may or may not have arrived yet.
Another singer, huh? Kind of looks all three of you. The last one looked like he was a small war tank. You guys, doubt you could even hold yourselves in a fight.
Interesting approach to making new friends. Are you asking for a demonstration?
I'm asking for assurance that you're not here to fuck the guild.
Are we here to fuck the guild? Sylvia, do you want to?
It was pulls out a notepad. It was not on my agenda today. I could probably squeeze you in between 3 and 4.
Grant, do you want to? Are we here to make trouble?
Trouble, no. Mess, can't control. Ugh.
So yeah, that's going to be a no from us. We are not here to fuck with the guild.
All right, Vanya, roll me a chat 'em up.
Cool. Hello, 13.
Jesus.
But +3 to chat him up now.
All
Would
right.
actually be a 14 if I was trying to diffuse combat tension. Prevent a fight.
So, with a full success, you see the Reaper look to his men and go back. "Oh, that's we got a couple of jokers around here, huh? Well, worst case scenario, I guess we could use a couple laughs while out in this." And he just kind of motions out to the endless waves of nothingness, not a single bit of structure, land, or anything outside of the waves in sight.
Mm-hmm.
Fine. Go to your little church and meet up with the rest of your weird mind blokes.
Will do. And you know, you're pretty funny yourself. But looks aren't everything.
Hey.
Hey, high five, Grant.
I just high five Vanya and be like, sorry.
Kind of just spits into the water and just walks away.
Oh, I hate this planet already. Oh.
See, if you just focus on your inner ear and like consciously settle your stomach, you can kind of manipulate the fluid. Well, no, never mind.
Okay, thanks. I appreciate it.
Actually, if you made some kind of potion, like an eardrop, that would loosen the fluid in your inner ear, that's why adults get dizzier easier than children, because it's very solidified.
I'll work on that when I can stop seeing what I had for breakfast.
Okay. Or, some ganja might help.
Yeah.
And off to the church.
All right. As you approach the Void Song ship, unlike the others, this is pure black. No windows, no nothing. It's almost as if you're looking into a metal chunk of the void. The shape is a lot more boxy than the rest of the typically sleeker or more kind of rugged ships. And the door does remain open for those to enter, though there is no light for anyone to see inside.
Keep saying we need a more welcoming aesthetic, but what do I know? And we'll head in.
All right. First, you step in, and it's pitch black. And then, as if sensing your presence, a bioluminescent moss glows, adding a pale blue light to the ship. The inside has been gutted for flying purposes and has instead been replaced with this sort of underwater terrarium-like sanctuary. Various mosses and corals and bulbous-like things grow and cultivate into forming this large meditation chamber. Standing at its center is a woman with tan skin, scarred up face, shaved hair, Golden Reaper armor, but a black sash indicating her status as a singer in the Void Song. This, Vanya, you would recognize as Singer Soleil, the representative of the church who also serves as a hunter in the Reapers. The other figure, now this is someone who is very familiar to all three of you, A large, barrel-chested, tall man, spruce mustache, and, well, the rest of him is now shaved, as instead of wearing his typical admiral's armor, there is now the robes and sash of a singer, but those gauntlets that was so often used against you three still remain on his hands. None other than Argus Cole, former admiral, former doomsayer and cult leader, and now current emissary for the church.
Singers, good morning. I just got in.
Vanya, I see you've brought. There's Grant, Sylvia. Long time. I believe the last time we saw each other was inside of the sun.
Yep.
You don't want to still kill me, correct? We do not
No.
have conflicting goals anymore.
Correct. But I'm just going to be upfront. I still don't like you, but I can work with you.
Yes, I mean, I've always had a more penchant for those who are on the field. But, you know, your discoveries in technology points to Sylvia and medicine to Grant is wonderful. I know my daughter has taken a liking to your work, or granddaughter has taken a liking to your work, and that's nice.
I appreciate the attempt at small talk.
Singer Soleil, how have you been?
Me? Oh. Well, what do you think?
I think comms are shut down and your people. Well, a couple of Reapers tried to hassle us when we got here, so they didn't know we were coming. I think what Cole told me, you'd been reporting incidents, some kind of anomaly, but no details.
Right. We've been investigating the, underwater earthquakes. They happen every now and then, but they've become far more frequent. And unfortunately, things have taken a very nasty turn.
As per the communications, yeah?
Yes. We've been following the Reapers as their scouts. Well, they've been trying to find the epicenter of the tidal wave. And we've got information that is from a little place that we call the Bottomless Scrapyard. Can you take a guess why this part of the planet has been named such?
It's where you throw your trash.
Ships keep ending up down there?
One of you is correct, and it's not the spacer.
Some kind of atmospheric disturbance crashes ships? Or just bad luck?
You know one of the many reasons why people don't come and settle on Tireus?
It has no solid ground.
Oh, but humanity has been able to adapt. And there was underwater cities in the Praxos system, sure, maybe we're not as advanced there yet, but that doesn't stop the stupidity of people. But you know, it does stop them. Ginormous, bestial creatures that lurk beneath the waves.
Fair.
After all, that's why the Reapers have set up their hunting grounds here. There's plenty of things for these, well, our stupidly brave minds for the thrill of the kill. There's no other competition here because nobody else wants them. Though some of these beasts get their own legendary status. So strong that not even our best hunters have been able to capture them yet. And that's what the Reapers think is going on here.
Okay. So there's a really big fish bringing down starships. And one of those ships had something on it that's creating literal waves.
Don't know.
Okay. Has anyone been into the scrapyard to investigate directly? And come back?
Have gone out to investigate? Yes. Have come back? No.
Of course not.
Were there any crashes in the scrapyard before the waves began?
There have been. But there was something that happened after that was concerning. Normally, the other singer here is not, and she motions to Argus, but a much smaller man, singer Maxwell. Despite my advice, he insisted that he had to investigate on his own because he heard the song calling from the scrapyard.
Oh. Oh, well, that's very interesting. Have you heard anything unusual?
I have not heard the song, though I'm not as spiritually attuned as he is, or rather you, or some of the others. I don't care as much about unlocking that aspect of my mind. I care about embracing the void and killing those beasts that lurk within the darkness.
All right. What did Maxwell say specifically? Any detail? Any?
He was going on some sort of mad rambles. Something about a calling, something about, well, something that needed him there.
Nothing resembling a name or a word that might have seemed out of place at the time.
He's out of place, sure. Though I don't understand whatever tongue he was speaking in.
All right. Uh, thanks. Give us a sec. Okay. Patching up the ship, making it seaworthy. Maybe the planet's biggest harpoon gun, in case the big fish theory is real. I'm gonna go through this guy's room. If he was being called by something, he may have written something down. Or, Sylvia, do you want to take the drones for that?
I think you would be more apt to deal with that weird stuff.
Fair. I guess there's probably a space of like weird that's normal and then weird that would be weird.
Yeah. And if you find any writing that's in a weird language, we could probably figure out how to translate it.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, his only useful adaptation.
Wow. Rude.
He doesn't have any others.
I'm gonna remember this.
We can fix that. I'm sure they have a modifier here on the on Flotilla.
Sylvia, I want you to remember a mantra of mine. Live, laugh, acid bath.
See, that's a perfect example. We can modify your arm to be an acid launcher.
I'm gonna walk away now.
Respect. All right. Soleil.
Yes.
I'd like to see your junior singer's quarters, if that's all right. And if there's a creature to be slain here, I expect you'll want to be a part of that. Glory
As
and all.
always.
Yeah. Would this be... So walk me through this part. We don't know if there's a creature, but we know that ships keep going down there. Is this the sort of
Correct.
thing that the whole flotilla would try to get in on? Or would we want to scout the creature and then be like, hey, yes, we found it. Look how many mouths it has. Come and get it.
Scouts have already been sent out there and failed. At this point, it's gotten the attention of Guildmaster Krask. If we're going to get any feasible way there, we're going to have to join his next expedition.
All right. I'd love an introduction if that's possible.
It is. Are you
Yes,
looking
sir.
for the introduction first or the room?
The room. While we're here.
And where are your compatriots going?
Ship stuff?
He's looking for ship upgrades.
I was
Yeah.
gonna see if their medic had anything for seasickness.
Yeah. Might be
Maybe
worthwhile.
element or two.
She
I will slap the bitch out of you.
she hands a map of flotilla and highlights where the medic and armory ships are.
And before we go investigate the room, I'm just gonna like give Cole almost a half hug, like a hand on the shoulder, and be like, that was really good. They're gonna take a little while to get comfortable with you. That was a great start.
Look, I'm just don't want them to try to kill us on this mission. I have very bad sense of deja vu hearing about Singer Maxwell.
Yeah. Me too. But also I know it was uncomfortable seeing them again, and I really do appreciate you putting in the effort.
Hmm.
And the mission. Obviously the mission.
You
It's
know
okay to be
me.
anxious about both.
I put my life for the mission.
Uh-huh. Very committed to your work.
On that note, Sylvia, Grant, as you both exit, realization, you never did anchor Freyja, or you never did anchor Roxy's reprise, didn't you? And you see drifting away, sitting on the hood of the starship, is Ranger desperately trying to paddle with a makeshift scrap metal oar as Fido just barks on the roof.
Maybe you should adapt to remember to park the damn
Desperate.
thing.
To be fair, we typically don't have to. It just doesn't.
Roxy just rolling in her space pod, seeing what you've done.
Probably laughing.
It's like, these idiots. But how do you guys fix your folly?
I'm assuming short range communications are also cut off.
Correct.
How far away is he?
Probably about 80 yards at this point.
So not too far. Okay. Something else, maybe? I'm going to attempt to modify the backpack with some, like... Well, no, that would... Oh, well.
Could you put together like a quick like grapple hook launcher, and then like we could
Oh, yeah.
work with some others, pull them in.
Good point. We could try to a grapple hook, a grapple gun.
If nothing
Alright.
else, then that would also make sure that they're at least tethered to us.
True, it would make it so that they wouldn't get too far away as well.
All right, roll me slap something together to make a grapple gun.
That's a 5.
Could I lend a hand?
Can do you have any inspiration you'd like to use as well?
Yes, I'm going to actually go ahead and use enough inspiration to bring that up to a 7. So I will just start with that and save lending a hand for another time where I don't have any inspiration left.
All right. So, on a 7 and 9, you can get this to at least pull the ship in, but you know that it's not going to be stable enough to completely anchor it, and you'll need to do something to get it attached to flotilla after you get it in.
Once we get, as we're pulling it in, I want to look around to see if there's any sort of attachment that the other vessels are using that we could attempt to use as well.
Yeah, it does look like most of these are held together with, again, planks and pieces that are sort of fused together, not permanently fused, maybe from some sort of magnetic means by the looks of it.
If you got this, Grant, I will attempt to whip together some magnetic bolts.
All right.
Hopefully this one doesn't require assistance. That's a 7, so that works.
7. All right. So they're there. You don't know how long they'll hold because these magnets are definitely not as strong as the ones used on flotilla, but it'll at least keep you for a couple hours.
I'm gonna go and get some actual bolts. Sounds good to me. Temporary vest. Good fix.
All right. Now that you see it's okay and Ranger is giving you a salute as Fido is doing the thing where he's on like 3 paws and with his 4th mechanical one just raised up in a salute next to Ranger, they climb back into the ship. So, where do you go first? The medic ship or the armory ship?
I feel like the armory has the most that we need to do. The medic thing is just so that way I can stop vomiting everywhere.
That is fair. All right.
We also do need to get the mag blocks. The mag bolts.
Agreed.
Your stomach isn't going to leave us abandoned here, unfortunately.
True.
So,
As you guys make your way to the armory, we're going to cut back to Vanya, who you find yourself at the junior singer's room. It looks more or less like any other you'd see. It has a simple bed, very devoid of any sort of luxury, very Spartan in design, with what looks to be various drawings of constellations and stars all over the walls and ceiling of the room.
That's normal. The stars and constellations.
It's not abnormal, but it does look to be almost obsessive in design.
Okay. Our boy was an astronomer. Is Cole with me?
He is.
Figure. Cool. All right. Let's turn the place. Under in the mattress, pillow, any drawers, any personal items, just going through everything. And then probably put our attentions on those constellations.
Are we doing a quick search, or do you want me to use my more thorough methods?
Be thorough.
And he puts his hand to the dresser and charges the gauntlet, and the dresser just splinters open as psionic energy goes through it, and all the contents of it fall out as there is very little wood left.
If he comes back, he can be annoyed about it. And I start going through.
All right. I am going to have you roll me read the room.
Wits, right?
That is correct.
Gross.
Oh no, what'd you get?
I got a 6.
Ooh. You did get a 6, but luckily you did bring Argus with you.
Pushes me up to a 7.
Yeah, that will push you up to a 7.
Cool.
So you can ask 2 of the questions. Does anything look out of place? Are there any dangers? What's the best escape route? What's the best way in? How can I best survive? Or what's most vulnerable to me?
I mean, does anything look out of place?
Yes. Outside of the constellations, you realize that there are drawings almost hidden within the stars of a large serpentine creature.
Oh, hello. Hey, Cole. serpentine creature, some kind of. I mean, do you think this is our big fish? Does this look familiar to you?
Unfortunately, yes. This is not good at all. It's quite primitive, but it looks like he's trying to depict the Leviathan.
I was really hoping you weren't going to say that. Okay. Okay. How long have you been here? Have you gotten an assessment of the Golden Reapers?
I've been here, well, not too long before you, but the Reapers themselves don't seem to be phased. I know an awakened when I see one. And they, well, the closest spiritual Reaper that we'll see is Soleil.
All right. I guess what I'm wondering is if we have a Leviathan out here in the flesh, what do you think this island's chances are of driving it off or killing it?
It can't be the Leviathan itself, at least not planet side. It was an eater of worlds.
Right.
But the fact is that even with myself cured, that there still is remnants of the awakened around. That is not good news at all.
So if this guy was seeing the Leviathan, maybe a Leviathan, or I don't know, a baby Leviathan isn't necessarily what's in the water. Maybe it's something that was connected, like that. You remember when we were on Becker's homeworld and there was a creature with sort of tentacles in its face and weirdly attractive abs?
I did not look at its abs, but you're speaking of a harbinger.
Yeah. Really? You didn't look at all?
Why would I look at his abs? I was more focused on using its power to bring about the end times.
Yeah. I can't be too surprised. We hadn't had a single conversation about work-life balance at that point. So. Okay. So yeah, maybe a harbinger, maybe something that worships or serves the Leviathan, but it's definitely connected. A psychic entity that is aware of the Leviathan reached out to this kid and pulled him to it. Probably the same thing making these waves.
And this may make it a bit more jarring as he pulls out a notebook he found from the shattered remains of the dresser. And on it looks like a very detailed sketch of a map piece similar to what you've collected.
All right.
So, with that little piece of information brought to your attention, Vanya, we're going to go back to Grant and Sylvia as you find yourself entering this ship that has been converted into a massive, almost workshop. There is various like guns and melee weapons and other sort of arms and armaments lining the walls. At the front counter, there looks to be someone in full Reaper garb, so the golden armor with full helmet over, completely indistinguishable between anyone else in that armor. As you can tell that the back kind of has been turned into more of the garage area for all the ship arms and armor.
lot of toys in here.
Oh, you look new here. You're looking to outfit yourselves for a good hunt, given don't seem to be members of the guild.
Yes, we're looking to hunt down something quite large. Potentially.
Oh. Well, that is quite a ambition. We'll say that without being a reaper, and that you'll be going after game that we would claim, I'll have to charge double for what I sell here.
I should have kept my mouth shut.
Yeah.
Unless, how does one become a member of the guild?
You don't simply become a golden reaper. You go through rigorous training. You learn to be family, to be kin, brothers and sisters and siblings in battle. And then, when the guildmaster thinks you're ready, you go on a pilgrimage, and you do not come back until you have proof of a beast you have slain.
Is there any way to skip that part? Like, if we kill something massive, or no?
Hmm. As I said, the Reapers are not just any sort of guild of bounty hunters. We are close-knit family. You must learn to work alongside your siblings. You must learn he's going to starts to go on this ramp about, we're not a guild, we're a family. And in the end, he goes, no. Murder of your own kin is the greatest sin among the Reapers. And you think that just being some hot shot and a good shot can get you somewhere. Sure, maybe somewhere else. But you'll never get the support, the aid, the fulfillment that you would as a Reaper.
All right. Sure.
Anyways, if you are interested, though, we would love to have you go through the trials, because we could always use some good hunters.
When are the trials?
Well, after you put in about a year or so of service as an initiate, maybe even sooner if you're that skilled. Sorry. Look at me doing the recruiter's jobs.
Yeah, I'll put a pin in it for now. I'll
Right.
reach out. But yes, we're definitely looking for something to hunt some game. More defense, though, if possible. Our intent is not to kill it if we don't have to. We're not really hunters. We're not supposed to be.
You're telling me you had me do the whole pitch just to say you're not really hunters?
Oh no, we will kill. Absolutely kill.
Either way, double the price. What do you want?
Two things, if possible. I need to modify our vessel to be able to go underwater. Arm attachments for fine dexterity underwater if possible. Technically 3 things. If you have any information about where to get some mag bolts so we can actually put our ship down more securely would be great.
Well, I can sell you some mag bolts. So, with all that together, it's quite the hefty price. And as he quotes it, that would be about half of your winnings.
Oh, why did I say anything?
To be fair, the lack of golden armor would have probably outed you as well.
only we had someone here that could speak their language or speak a language that could convince them to give us a discount. Hey, Grant,
Yeah.
what are your thoughts?
I'm thinking that if we wanted to bring someone along to actually do better negotiating, we should have had Vanya with us.
Yes, but I meant about the price and if we need anything else.
I can't think of anything that we need. And as for the price, I'd rather just pay it because, I mean, it's fair given the business they have out here. They got to make sure that they kind of like have their corner of the market like secured. And we just got a huge bonus, so I think we're okay.
All right, that should be fine. Do you need anything personally though? We're in a weapons store. No? Okay. Then we should be fine. We'll go with that. For now, anyway.
All right, give me a little bit and I'll get you all set up.
And in the meantime, medic bay.
Yes.
To the medic ship.
To get you some what's the anti-nausea medication? Some Zofran.
Like ginger tablets.
Yeah, we can get you just some Dramamine tablets too.
All right. As you go to the medic ship, you see a familiar ginger-haired Reaper fronting the desk. Well, look who decided that they actually needed some medical assistance.
Hello.
Right, so you're done puking your guts up?
For now, and I can do it again if you want, unless you want to help me out here.
Oh, I can help you. But I want you to admit something before I help you.
This should be good. What?
That your friend was lying that my face looks funny.
Yeah, I can admit that. Whatever has caused that is no laughing matter.
Roll me chat 'em up.
We're just making all sorts of friends on the flotilla today.
Oh, the
This is
sass.
this is a straight roll. I have nothing to swap. And I got an 11 anyway.
Oh, what's up? Yo. Well, you've been busy practicing your one-liners. I've been studying the sword. I bet I could carve me up some beasties better than you could ever.
Practicing one-liners, having romantic interactions with people.
You. Who would
That's
you
what I
even be
thought.
pulling?
More than you with those scrawny arms.
Wait. You want help or not?
Yeah, I just want something to make sure I don't vomit all over the ship some more. Then I'll be out of your
Right.
hair.
But for everyone. And he goes in the back of the clinic and comes out with a mason jar of what looks to be some sort of slimy seaweed algae like substance. Eat up.
Not the worst thing I've ever had to work with. And I'll just
Yeah, you know how the ocean smells and not the good kind of ocean smell?
Mhm.
That's how it tastes.
perfect. Oh, I hate this. I hate everything about it.
Well, that should cure your seasickness. This special little algae that we found here at gives you the stomach for the sea.
Nice. Have you ever tried condensing it so that way you don't have to deal with the taste for so long?
No, because I'm not a pussy.
So I'm just a masochist then. Got it.
You're in the Reapers, bud. We hunt the most crazy ass shit for the thrills of it. Call us a masochist if you want.
No, not the Reapers, just you.
I mean, but have you ever hunted a god?
Have you ever what?
Yeah, that's what I thought. Let's get out of here.
Moving on.
All right. At this point, I'd say it'd be a good time for you all to reconvene.
I
Report
do
in.
want to pick up
Yes.
the stuff, especially to walk down the ship so we don't lose it.
Yes, so you did get that from the armory, so you are able to put in more permanent magnets.
And I would like to pick up some flamethrowers while I'm there too.
All right. Personal or ship?
Both.
Fair enough. All right.
Right. For the record, I actually just called someone out for saying pussy right before the stream. I did not say it myself. That honor goes to Clara, who is currently in my DMs being angry that I'm outing.
All right. So, on one side, you got your upgrades, you got your medicine. On the other side, you got a lot of foreboding omens. Who starts the little recap?
Grant, you're looking flesh colored. It's much better.
Yeah. They had a local remedy that they really could just work to make, more efficient, but they're the Golden Reapers, and that's not in their vocabulary.
No, if they could put spinning rims on everything, they would.
God, that's so accurate. I hate that.
But are we seaworthy?
Yep, fully seaworthy, flamethrowers in tow, and grappling arms as well. So if
Excellent.
we need to be dexterous, we can.
Excellent. We found some information between Cole and I. He had a bunch of constellations drawn on his wall. And while that's not specifically unusual, they were masking rough depictions of Leviathan.
You didn't just say Leviathan, did you?
Leviathan, yeah. Yeah. Now, obviously, it can't actually be the sun-eating elder monster we've been told about, because if it was, there would be no planet. But whatever reached out to Singer Matthew is psychically capable and aware of the Leviathan. Could be something like the Harbinger or a larval Leviathan just getting its start. In either case, our best way to get to it is to coordinate with the man in charge here, Guildmaster Krask, and get all of the Golden Reapers.
Sounds like a plan to me.
Do you think they'll let us join?
I think we're coming with information, and Soleil is one of Krask's most trusted advisors. She should be. She's been doing her job. So yeah, I think we'll be right there.
Maybe we can get that discount after all.
I
Great.
was really hoping it would be something small and normal. Oh, and good chance Matthew knows about the page.
Cole interrupts because Vanya, do you mean singer Maxwell?
Max. It was an M name.
Hmm.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
you said that my mind was slipping.
Fair. Fair. All right. You guys ready for a meeting with the biggest dick in town?
I mean, from metaphorical to hyperbolic, sure.
Sure.
All right. So Singer Soleil leads you through flotilla to one ship that has been decked out in various skins, scales, large bones of tusks and teeth and maws, and what you can presume to be bones of flippers and large spines that hang from the ceiling. This resembles largely of a great hall. Long table filled to the brim with food, braziers lighting the way, and a spiked, almost like not quite a throne, but a long backed chair that is decorated in various jewels and metals that were acquired from hunts. Sitting there is a towering figure, taller than what most humans can reach. Sitting, you can assume that he's about 8 feet tall. Silver skin, almost slimy, wrinkly head. Eyes are pure white and bulbous as he wears the spiked armor of a guildmaster of the Reapers. Vanya, you would recognize this as Guildmaster Krask. And Sylvia, while you do not recognize the man, you recognize the species as an Illamite, one of the few amphibious xenos that exist.
Guildmaster, it's an honor to meet you.
holds a hand up and then points to Soleil. She brings you.
Looking over
Speak.
at Soleil. Yeah.
What business do you have, singer from the outside?
We wish to join your hunt through the starship graveyard.
You wish to join my hunt, where the most skilled of reapers have failed before. What accolades do you have that can convince me that you won't be in the way?
The beast you hunt is psionic. None are better equipped for this than a singer.
You are making promises. I need to hear your accomplishments, your achievements.
Well, we did lock up a god.
It's true.
A god, you say? Pray tell, how did you lock up a god?
I think I'm actually going to do a little like half turn and give Cole some of the spotlight. Because in this moment, I don't think there's anyone who can more convincingly convey how dangerous the Leviathan was.
Yeah, it's
Man,
accurate.
you guys are really making me use my diaphragm having these guys speak to each other.
Yes.
Build that diaphragmatic muscle.
It is true. I am a man in the wrong time place. 100 years ago, I found myself frozen inside the black box. And from there, I learned of a dire beast, one called the Leviathan. A great serpent of the stars, one who ate remnants of the world, one who has left ruins for us to discover. Through Odyssey, these three and a brave soul bested me in combat, and one made the greatest sacrifice to trap the beast inside the black box. The day that the wormhole closed, that was because of this crew. I swear by this, not only for my own word, but as my honor as an admiral. Very well. This I can accept. You may join the hunt.
Thank you. It will be an honor to fight beside you.
We leave at sunrise tomorrow. Do not be a second late, or we'll leave without you.
Absolutely. If there's anything to be coordinated, should I direct it to my fellow singer?
Do what you must.
Thank you for your time. So, I do have a request from Sylvia.
All right.
She's a singer and would get singer rates.
Mhm.
Can she get us back the non-singer rate amount of money?
Do you mean Reaper rates?
Reaper rate, yeah. Words today.
Felixines, you've already paid for your upgrades before consulting me.
We move pretty fast.
Well, that's your price for speed.
Okay. Any advice on equipment we should bring? Should we endeavor to... Can we create psychic shielding for at least the chief and maybe some of his immediate guard? If whatever's down there is psychic, having them protected would be to our advantage.
That could be possible. Most of us will be taking submersibles, but as in Lumite, he dives himself.
I would like to invoke one of my class abilities.
All right, what would you like to do?
I would like to request a care package. With communications out, I think we 3 singers have to do a little meditation to call down supplies from orbit. In this case, something like a set of psychic shielding helmets.
All right, I like that. So you can set up your meditation circle for your preparations and roll me for your favors. And I believe as a priest, that would be your wild.
Nine. So they will want something in return.
I will use my last inspiration point to bump that up to a 10.
Sweet.
All right. So you are able to gain a favor, and you can spend it to get your anti-psychic helmets.
How many?
3.
Thinking 3. Okay.
3 people reached out, so you will be getting 3 helmets in return.
Okay. Let's give one to the chief. And keep the other 2 on hand in case we need them, I guess. Gift to the guild master, and if one of our group or 2 of our group are getting overwhelmed, we deploy them as countermeasure. But for now, you 2 should wear them.
Yeah, works for me.
Yep.
Got you covered.
If things get too bad, I can probably just make a quick tranquilizer. At the very least, that way we can take care of them without having to hurt them.
Good call. Double dose for Cole if it comes up.
Yup.
When has a raging coal ever been an issue for you guys?
Oh, you know.
It's
You
almost
want me to
an
list the
issue for
number of
everyone.
planets or the number of encounters?
All right. Is there any last preparations anyone would like to do before rising bright and early for the hunt?
Other than putting together the tranquilizer, nothing comes to mind for Brand.
Do we know where the other scout groups lost contact or crashed?
in the bottom of scrapyard.
Okay, so they're all down there somewhere.
Somewhere, yeah.
I will mention to Soleil during like planning and stuff. One of my abilities as a singer, one of the gifts that I was given in my psychic abilities, is that to communicate with the deceased. If we can locate a scout, we can find out what they knew. Maybe get some information before we confront whatever this is.
Very well. We'll keep a lookout for it. Use every resource you have available. I like it.
This thing is half as dangerous as it seems. We want to leave no advantage should be left on the table.
All right. So, well, you do have your ship prepared. You are met with a vehicle that likely many of you have never encountered before, and that is a regular ship, one meant for water. But this one is weird. It looks like a large, long platform with a couple of boxes sticking up out it, smokestacks, large metal base. It looks like it was almost as if they cut a cargo ship in half, and a handful of cruisers and corvettes are stored on top of it, with a couple of submersibles and lower decks.
That can't be airtight. How is that useful in space? I don't even see any rocket boost.
I think it's a vessel just for the planet.
Why would anyone build that? Right?
I
Seems
don't
kind
know,
of like a
the-
waste.
the
You pretty much just
Reapers
have to
are-
keep it here,
The Reapers are strange.
say the least.
All right. I guess we'll load up the Roxy on it.
All right. So as you load up the Starcraft carrier, you begin your expedition. This is an odd feeling. It is the bumpiest ride that you've ever had. It's like you're driving on land, but it is thick and fluid. It is, you can feel almost every wave that bumps against you, and every second questioning the integrity of this vessel as it moans and creaks, and you swear you see more rust flaking off of it as the hours go by. Is there anything that you'd like to do while spending your time on the starship carrier?
Uh, get a look at this attack party. How many vessels are taking part? Roughly how many people? Are we the only ones trying to use flamethrowers underwater?
So what you can see is about 24 Reapers that seem to be split into 4 different squadrons, and there's about 6 submersibles that each look to fit about 4 comfortably. So there's probably people either staying back or keeping guard. It's not the full force, but it does look to be a hand-picked group. Among you 3, Argus and Soleil have joined as well. And yes, you're the only ones who think flamethrowers underwater is a good idea.
Okay. I appreciate the sentiment. We should probably put the catapult back on.
Yeah, probably.
I mean, I never had that taken off, so no.
Good. Yeah, for sure.
Just add more. You don't have to take it off.
Yeah, maybe
Some point I'm gonna have to add a weight limit to that thing. It's just like
no, like a number of hard points.
Ever.
it's like how many things can I stick onto here until there's no more surface area left? Aerodynamics? What's that? We're in space.
Exactly. We don't need to worry about it.
except we're not in
We
space today.
We don't need to go through an atmosphere and deal with gravity. We'll just live in the stars forever. Says the spacer.
And Sylvia's plan, like,
At some point, Grant, the only person who lived on a planet for an extended period, is like, maybe not.
Just no, in fact.
In my best terrestrial judgment, no. All right.
I'm scared it'll be fine.
Grant, Sylvia, is there anything you'd like to get done?
I think that Grant would pretty much just busy himself with something that he thinks that if things go very poorly, any survivors could utilize. So he's going to try to do something to, like, make basically an inhaler that will expand the lung capacity of anyone who takes a puff of it. So that way they can have a whole lot of air before they would have to swim back to the surface.
All right. Roll me just a base wits to see if you can figure out what you got with that.
That's a 10.
All right. Yeah. I'd presume with the help of Sylvia, you guys can probably figure out how to MacGyver an inhaler to expand your lungs.
Perfect.
And as you are fixing this up, the medic, your favorite ginger-haired reaper, comes up to you and goes, "Well, Mr. Becker, I have to apologize. I didn't realize who I was talking to at first, and then you've made some really good advancements in the world, and yeah, sorry, I got a little snippy, but I'm really glad that I heard that whole plague thing wasn't your fault."
It's all good. I don't do it for recognition, and I was being an asshole, so call it even.
Oh, great. So you recognize that you are a pretty big asshole.
Oh, absolutely. I think that being self-aware is very important.
Well, fuck it. Yeah, maybe my face is a little janked, but you know what? That's who I am, damn it.
There you go. Own it. Whatever you have, just own it.
Yeah, I feel good. I feel like I can take on the world. We're gonna take on a fucking sea monster. Let's fucking go.
Proud of you, buddy. Now, do you mind helping me out here and just take a hit of this?
Sure thing. Anything for the name of medical science.
Perfect. And he's just like going to take notes, and it's just like, first, human test subject seemed eager.
All right.
A minute later, Vanya's like, who is that guy?
Test subject number 1.
Yeah.
Now, as the ride has been peaceful thus far, that quickly changes as the sky darkens for a brief moment. And Sylvia, you are far too familiar with what's about to happen as a hodgepodge of ships from seemingly different corporations or various different factions fly over, and dropping down is a group of freebooters that begin their raid on the ship.
Okay. Some people are eager to die.
Here we go, killing again.
They're all going to.
I'm gonna just telekinetic wind and knock as many of them off course into the sea as I can mid drop.
All right. Roll me telekinesis for. I'm going to have you do slinging and swinging for this. So that'll be with wild.
11.
11. All right. So you can choose two options for singing and swinging.
Mhm.
Are you going to do an additional wound, receive one less, open opportunity to an ally, reroute an enemy, or damage an enemy position?
I'm going to receive no wounds myself and reroute what looks like, if they've got any particularly big guys, heavy armor, heavy weapons, I'm going to reroute that guy into the sea.
All right. You knock two heavies into the ocean, and the rest of the hit squad lands and begin to fire. The Golden Reapers seem to be on the defensive, but they do not attack until the freebooters release their first volley.
Think something. I don't know.
Sylvia, Grant, is there anything that you guys are doing, or are you letting the Reapers do it?
Sylvia's going to use pyrokinesis to basically just burn every freebooter she can see alive.
That is fair. All right. So roll me singing and swinging, and I believe with pyrokinesis, that will change it a little bit. So you would be actually, yeah, you would be rolling wild for that as well.
We're not at war, so it's not a war crime.
Exactly. It's not a war crime. Oh, so it's wild? Not okay.
Yeah, so it's wild because you're using your pyrokinesis.
Right. That's still a 10.
Jesus. Sorry. Space Jesus.
Space Jesus.
Space Jesus.
Yeah, so describe to me what this looks like as you prove why fire is useful on an ocean planet.
So as they are dropping down, and Vanya and Grant would see a little bit of the red come through her visor again, as she just holds out her hands, and they just start bursting into flame as they're falling down.
All right. Most of them have been taken down. Sylvia, how accurate is your flames, or are you just firing into the firefight?
She's trying to be accurate, but probably less so than she should be. As she seems to be seeing a little bit of red.
Grant, you see fiery red hair now ignited on fire, gold armor is burning as you just hear him yell, "I am a god!" And he just charges sword first and then just and it collapses.
Well, he had
I
fun
did-
while he lasted.
I was about to say, I did not force him to charge forward into that. That is not.
Probably help him. He could make it.
He could.
Do we have?
Fuck it, I'll be nice, and I will work on trying to basically patch up anyone who's wounded and either get the either work to pull them out of the firing squad, out of the line of fire, or to at least get them ready to get back to a firing position.
All right, roll me a lend a hand then.
That's 6. That's not working. Oof.
No, I'm going to say you're trying, but as you get down to try to patch people up, you take a stray shot to the shoulder and take a wound.
That makes sense. Ow! Damn it! This is what I get for trying to be nice. Should have just stuck to being an asshole.
Right. So, with the help of the telekinesis and the raging inferno, eventually the firefight dies down, and there are no more active pirates and about 4 casualties of reapers.
Soleil,
Yes.
this happen often?
Sometimes, though the freebooters usually know better. Ever since the earthquakes started, they've been more frequent.
I give the other two a knowing look. Well, we handled them pretty quickly. They're headed the same place we are. Maybe we'll let them go first and, die first.
I'm fine with that.
Do I see one that looks like they were in charge?
No. To be fair, most of the freebooters are a bit unrecognizable after the Inferno.
Also hard to talk with no vocal cords. Guessing the ones I threw overboard are pretty far back by now. Pretty far down, probably.
Pretty far back. But if you are looking for one to speak with, I'll say that you can find one that is not charred in the throat.
All right. Yeah. Take their helmet off, put hands to either side of their head, start running a psychic current through their brain to mimic memory and life.
All right, roll me do something inhuman.
Ten.
10. All right. You just hear a sputter and cough as blood seeps out of his bullet wounds. He just groans as you hear the crackling of burnt flesh.
Why did you attack this ship?
Because we were ordered to.
Who gave the order?
The big man.
Does the big man have a name?
He does.
Did the GM have a name prepared?
Yes. But you're also talking to a goon.
Fair. What is the name?
They call him the Star Wolf. And
Is the Star Wolf coming? Is he here?
I'll say, hearing upon this name, Sylvia, that does sound an awful like what they called the man who led the raid back, maybe before he was leading the freebooters.
Sylvia
Is the Star-
perks up.
Is the Star Wolf here?
No. You said that it was up to us to get that map back.
How many did you bring in total?
Only lost one down here.
So more ships.
Might be.
Any other questions, you guys?
Do you all have something to do with the earthquakes?
No. No idea what that's about.
I don't have anything else.
Where specifically is the Star Wolf?
He's everywhere. Man gets a rat, and then he just dies.
Sylvia just kicks him. Pathetic.
As well, adjusting the amount of energy you conduct through a brain to make it work and not burn out is a fine process that's hard to maintain. Sorry. And then I pick him up and toss him overboard with energy.
I did not mean that to you. I meant him. Apologies.
No, it's all right.
Right. With the pirates cleaned up, the starship carrier carries on, and eventually you hear the engines stop, and Kresk yells out, "Right, this is the spot. We're going to go dive in. Those going in submersibles, claim your spots. Tonight, we end the quakes, and we kill the beast."
Hooray!
So,
Okay, that was embarrassing.
do you guys claim your submersible?
Are we taking a sub or are we taking the reprise?
You can also take the reprise if you feel it can handle the depths.
A lot of
I
pressure.
mean, we did get it upgraded, right?
You did
Yeah, we
get it
got it
upgraded.
We got it upgraded to be aquatic, but we didn't upgrade to be like a deep sea thing.
True. Opinions, thoughts. I don't want to be the one to make the call alone.
It might just be better to use something that we know is designed to go as deep as we are probably going to be going.
Unfortunately, as the tech expert here, I kind of defer to you.
So I'll give you the pros
Matters
and
for the
cons
tech.
here. The submersible will be smaller, more cramped, and without any firepower, but it is guaranteed to survive the depths. Roxy's Reprise is much more spacious, can fit more people, has a vast arsenal, but you are not as confident on its ability to survive the depths.
Well, yeah, we should probably take the submersible then. Fortunate.
Well, you guys do have one advantage
Go ahead.
going on submersible.
Hmm.
None of you are billionaires.
True.
Brutal,
Accurate
but
though.
accurate. Yeah.
Oh,
Looking at the other Reapers, how are they going to fight the sea monster?
oh
Like,
yeah.
is the plan
how-
to get to depth, bail out of their subs, and stab it with spears?
And aquatic guns, yes.
That's what I think. Yeah.
Oh my
Gotcha.
god.
Okay. Well,
I mean, we'd have no way to have Ranger contact us.
no signals useless underwater. Up to you.
So if we could have Ranger follow us, we'd at least have firepower.
That might actually not be a bad idea
And
to
so-
ask your ranger to follow us. And then if things get like where there's a lot of leaks being sprung, then we just have him go back up as quick as possible because he also doesn't have to worry about like rapid
Rapid decompression.
yeah.
He can descend to a safe depth, so if we bring the monster halfway back up, it puts it within his range.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would say we should do that.
Good. And if somebody starts drowning, he can risk the ship and descend to get them.
True.
Well, depending on who it is. I'm not risking Roxy's Reprise.
But
Also, they should be fine if we took a hit off of my creation, so they should be able to at least have enough air to get to Roxy's Reprise without having to risk Roxy's Reprise getting to them.
fair enough. It's just I think you would do it for the three of us, and
I mean, yes.
the Reapers can all handle themselves. So you're kind of just talking about my colleagues when you say I wouldn't do it for everyone. See how I might?
Oh, well. Fair.
But we'll be safe. We'll be careful. Or we'll just be really, really aggressive and not have to need it. Aboard.
All right, all aboard. As Ranger prepares his rescue and backup fire, you all enter in one of these submersibles. Inside, it is devoid of comfort. Metal furniture enough to comfortably sit 4 people, and a glass front that provides a haunting view of the ocean's depths. Do you bring Soleil and Argus aboard with you?
Gonna need him.
All
Yep.
right. So, as you all take your seats, Argus is the one left without one, given that he's the larger fellow of the group. As he's just who's sitting in the back seat? Who would be in the front seats and who would be in the back seats?
I'll take the back. I guess it's singers in back.
All right. As Argus is wedged like uncomfortably between you and Soleil with just an arm around you guys, just like leaning in, just like, oh, I can feel it. Does not elaborate.
I don't like that.
Vanya takes a moment to reflect on what a good friend she is for not saying any of the things going through her head.
All right.
She does, however, make eye contact with Sylvia and like,
Eye contact with who?
Soleil.
Soleil. She just looks at you with like deadpan eyes as she cleans her gun.
When did everybody get so serious?
As you descend further down, the light begins to fade. The vegetation becomes more sparse. And Vanya, you can hear it. The singing.
Guys. Now I'm looking at the other two, not in like a funny way, but like, you guys hear that?
We probably don't, do we?
No.
Yeah. I don't hear anything. But then I'm not advanced or adapted or whatever the fuck.
I don't hear it either.
Cole?
I do. All too clearly.
What does it sound like?
It sounds like it did a year ago.
Okay.
So to clarify, you had Krask, Sylvia, and Grant wear the helmets.
Yeah.
Okie dokie.
The hope was that we singers would be able
Well-
to protect our own minds.
I don't like how you said
Vanya, roll me weirder things have happened. But I'm going to do a little bit of a catch with this roll, and you'll find out once you get your result.
Okay. Still using my normal stat for that?
Yeah, still using wild. Oh, sure,
Oh,
grit.
wild.
Still using grit.
Cool. 2.
You got a 2.
I got a 2.
Okay. So you can choose 2 effects. You become easy or nauseated. You become drowsy or lethargic. You're hurt, gain a wound. Fear overcomes you. Your mind becomes temporarily scrambled, or you begin to hallucinate.
I mean, we're back, baby. I'm gonna start hallucinating for sure. As the music of creation enters my mind.
All right, so that's what you chose. Now, for the second one, you're going to choose what Argus experiences.
I mean, I'd like to also choose hallucination. I think we're seeing it together.
Okay. Within the view, you all see a graveyard of ships to the point where the sand, the dirt, the rocks at the ocean floor is almost imperceptible with the mangled mass of metal that has accumulated. And you two don't see it, but Vanya, you see something slithering in and out between the ships. Something large and scaled and serpentine.
There. Just there. Do you see it?
No, I don't see anything. You okay?
It's yeah, it's just by that cruiser, the downed cruiser. With the yellow. And then Cole, do you see it?
Not again! Not again! As he pulls his fist back and punches the controls.
Well, I should have seen that one coming.
Maybe a little bit.
I'm gonna jump on him and try to calm him.
How do you try to calm him?
Breathing exercises. Look at me, stay with me. We're both here. Hey, it's okay. I know this is scary. It's okay. We're both here. We've practiced for this. We've trained for this. 4 breaths in, hold, 4 breaths out. Come on. You're not that guy anymore.
Roll me lend a hand.
Nine.
9.
I will give him the benefit and take a wound.
All
That's
right.
acceptable.
As he pulls back, and he, as if when you first met him, grabs you by the skull, and you feel the pressure for a moment. He takes that 4th breath and releases.
See? You're okay. You're okay.
Excuse me, but what the fuck was that?
We have some shared trauma over fighting gods, and the thing down here is reading like one right now.
So you thought it was a good idea to... Never mind. This is just making the challenge greater, the hunt riskier. The singers, the void song. We must delve into absolution, into the darkness, embrace it. We should do nothing. And Soleil just sits back. With the controls shot, there is no way to maneuver the submersible, at least from the inside. How are you guys reacting? Are you embracing the darkness like Soleil, or trying to change your fate?
No, Sylvia's 100% going to try to fix it by throwing
Same.
something that will allow her to control it.
All right.
Grant will try to help Sylvia because he's like, fuck that.
Yes.
This is why I gave you guys the helmets. Because we need you to do the work. Well, we're
not
panicking.
insane. So, not talking to imaginary serpents. That's a 12 on slap something together.
All right. So, were you just making makeshift repairs?
Makeshift repairs to give me full control of the ship. Yes.
All right. Yeah, so you craft like a remote control.
Like an Xbox controller.
Is it too soon? Is it still?
Nope, professional.
Professional. Who knows? Who knows? We'll be watching this.
Mm-hmm.
At least we spent our millions of credits before delving into the ocean.
All right.
Anyways,
So as you regain control of the submersible, the lights flicker inside, but you realize that you've reached a point where it is absolute darkness. Maybe the faint glimmer of metal, but you can't even see the wreckage is right beneath you at this point. And then you see it. A dull magenta glow.
Oh, no. It's really here. Its influences.
what's here?
Magenta. When we went through, and I've got like a reassuring arm around Cole at this point. Rifts, the little holes in space that gave us a glimpse of the other side. They looked like this. Magenta. Can't be the real thing. It can't. But some shadow or wayward fingernail. Do we still have propulsion?
I have full control of the ship, yes.
I'm gonna look at Cole again. How are you doing?
If there truly is the prism out there or something, we must eliminate every last trace of it.
If anyone has an objection, I say we proceed.
Have any other alternatives? So this is what we got.
And this being a terrible idea is not really an objection.
Is Cole okay? Should we be concerned, especially with what he just did?
Grant just like holds up a needle full of tranquilizer.
He'll be fine.
Have that ready. Goes in slowly.
As you go closer to the magenta light, suddenly the darkness is cleared for the briefest of moments as you can see what is causing it. A crystalline structure made out of pure magenta, a shard of the prism lodged here at the ocean floor. But it is not alone. Sets of eyes open as you approach it, but not one of a beast, small and beady like those of people. As webbed hands slap against the window, you see what perhaps looked like humans, now rotted, webbed, transformed into some sort of entity. They have various growths of tentacles emerging from them, their eyes soulless. And at the center, there is a robed figure chanting. It's tall, silver skin, but unlike Krask, it doesn't sag. Instead, it is pulled back taut as these frills turn into tentacles. Strange substance ooze out as this Illamite stares out at all of you and teleports inside of the submersible.
Cole, think you can hit that one.
And he goes to punch it, and it teleports away as his fist hits the glass.
What?
All right, time to do what we do best. Just a whole lot of violence.
How?
But I'm fine with violence.
So, like, I'm perfectly fine with violence in this situation, but we're in here, it's out there, it's teleporting in here. What do we do?
You remember on the train when we blew the door and everything went vacuum? And I made a bubble?
Okay, I see what you're throwing down. Yes.
Go
Maybe
get us
make
as close to
bubble
the crystal
first.
as you can, and I think we need to get it out of here somehow. Besides, if the rest of the Reapers see us going full speed towards danger, that's cred, right?
That's fair.
It's true.
Because we gave specific orders for Ranger to follow us, but
Mhm.
to leave if the vessel is in danger. Are they still behind us?
You've reached a point where the pressure would have been doing damage to Roxy's reprise.
So he went back up. Okay, good. Just double checking. All right, we'll move in closer to the crystal.
So move closer to the crystal. You see impaled on top of it the body of a man drained of color, donned upon in singer's robes, clutching a piece of the map as the prism shard reflects through it, and you see a projection of looks almost like the beginning of coordinates. And that is where we're going to end tonight's session.